Good choice.
Okay, so what I got out of this program was I was able to find parts of me that I've been lost for a very long time. And as a practitioner, being able to hold space for other people.
We will click.
What I got out of this course, I think I realised on the table this morning, I could feel so many little tiny parts of me, and it felt like a newborn, and it makes me want to be more kinder to my body. I realise how amazing and sensitive, but I've just worked my body so hard. So thank you. And as a practitioner, I had a fantasy 25 years ago that I'd find the spot. Just one spot on a human could heal them. And I've been massaging for 25 years, and I feel like I'm coming closer to that point. So it's the beginning of a whole new journey. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've got a lot out of it this week, thank you. A lot I didn't realise. I feel a different person physically, and I'm looking forward to my journey as a practitioner and enabling other people to feel good about themselves again.
Thank you.
Also not a talker. Sorry. So what I got out of it is to trust my own intuition. I've had it for years, and now I trust it. For a practitioner, knowing that I can actually help somebody help them heal. There we go.
Thank you. I'm just going to get everyone to put a little bit close up, for the people over there.
This week I've been able to locate and really start to clear a childhood trauma that I just thought I was going to carry around. And I thought it was me. And I've really enjoyed being able to witness my light and my dark, and I'm starting to love them equally. And that's been really powerful for me, because I shy away from the dark. And I like to focus on the shiny, happy things. So that's been really nice and interesting for me. As a practitioner, I feel like I can really settle in and trust that my people are going to find me. And I've felt the magic of everyone in this room, and I can now share mine.
Thank you.
So what I got out of this for me, I think I have reframed some of my early childhood memories. My mother died when I was young. There were 7 of us, and I suppose I had kind of felt I had an unhappy and insecure childhood for part of that I had to look after myself. And during the sessions, I kind of realised who was there for me. So that feels good. I suppose I do realise I am a stronger person than maybe I felt I was then. So it's all good. Going forward, I've definitely built up a confidence that I can, we'll say, hold the space and make that difference for other people, and don't have to fully understand everything. And I think it's really useful to know that you don't have to put a story on those movements and whatever is released by that person, and let it be what it is, and be a bit quiet and don't try to name it. But that's useful to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel like I've been reborn completely. As a practitioner, I've totally rediscovered the joy I feel in healing. Bless you, Carli.
Thank you.
I've discovered that it's all right to rely on my difficulties, let's say, and find something good in them. And I have seen that with all those connections with the brain, it could be possible to help autism in children.
Awesome. Thank you.
I have learned to trust what I've always known was inside me. And with that, I can now bring that to other people and help them. If I trust myself, then I can trust the process.
Thank you.
Congruency. I've learnt what that is. And so that gives me confirmation of what I was in the past, much younger, wanting to save the world and all that sort of thing and being laughed at for that. But now I can feel I'm going to save the world, whatever world that is. And so moving forward is available, really available. Thank you.
I have gotten a deeper understanding of how the body can heal, and I would like to help others understand that as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm very grateful to be here. I signed up 2 years ago. So when I see you the first time, yes, I'm here. Changed a lot. The first time I received Spinal Flow. So for me, all the energy is beautiful. Feeling my body. I felt more centered. I know what I need to do when I come back home. And I know I can change lives too.
Yay, thank you.
I'm very happy to be here, and I started to feel myself. I can feel I am also important. I can be me, and as a practitioner, I learned that everybody is different and every body is different. Just I have to trust the bodies to connect themselves and allow them to heal. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, I can say I have a massive change in my life. I can see holes through my bones, and there is life in me. And that life, I know I can save someone that is still in the same situation where I was before I came. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
I was looking for something new to help people, and you just popped up. yeah, so, and it just, for some reason I was doing it one way or the other. Yeah, it was a big step for me to do. As a practitioner, I've learnt so much more now being here, just to relate to other people's bodies differently, you know, how they want it, and give them time. Yeah, that's about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been a practitioner, spinal flow practitioner for a couple of years, and I actually came from me to really recharge me. I work on a lot of people, and I'm thinking, I'd love a treatment. And to have a whole week, it was fantastic. So I know I can take this back very energised and make a big difference more to people now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Day 2, I wanted to go home. I'm going to cry. Just to feel the fear, but to step up and push through the fear. It's a big thing. and just to trust more in me that I know.
Thank you.
There's heaps of things, so I just got to choose one. Choose one, brain.
Go on.
So what I learned is how important it is to get out of my own way and out of my head, and especially when I'm learning new things, like everybody is. But to feel that change within me, to just feel and just go with it, it was just amazing. I loved it. So much more I've learnt. And just learning on a deeper level, like with perception and breathing and moving, and then being able to see the spinal wave through that. That's what I really loved as well. So, as a practitioner, getting out of my way is really important. I think that's it.
Thank you.
I found myself. I'm not going to cry. And I found my purpose. So the world better watch out.
Yay.
I've learnt to use a microphone. Lots of clicks for that.
Closer.
I'm sorry. Karaoke after this.
Perfect.
Yeah, look, I've had a great week. I enrolled quite a while ago, and then life just smashed me, and I've been doing Heal Thyself. And I think finally getting here has been a wonderful affirmation to myself that I'm able to be here. I felt that it's made clear to me that healing does not have to be complicated. It's really about connection and patience, and I recognise that in myself this week, to quieten the mind and not be so worried about the technique, and just to really be with the person. And I observed in myself that some memories floated up, but I didn't feel triggered by them. So I think it's just all part of the journey, and I really loved it. And I've met some extraordinary people too. Yeah. So you can have the microphone.
Thank you.
I had the best week. I learned about myself that it was just me. I didn't need to do anything. I just needed to observe. I didn't need to over-exaggerate, do anything more, but just be me. And that for me was huge. I fell in love with Spinal Flow again. I've done it 2 years ago, and I love the access points. So it makes such a difference to be able to just focus on that and rearrange my whole business and love every part of you, because it's all there to be loved. So, thank you. Thank you for letting me witness this incredible change in all of you and in myself.
Thank you.
Oh, for me, I've actually gained a lot of clarity and a lot of clear energy around, what we've been doing over the last week. When I first decided to do Spinal Flow, I wasn't actually sure it was for me. So this week's been a real eye-opener, and it's just shown me that it is for me, and I enjoy it, and I'm going to be good at it. I'm not there yet, but I will get there. But yeah, I've had a lot of changes in my body. I do feel so much lighter and clearer. So thank you.
Thank you.
For me, I've also really enjoyed the week. I thought coming into it 7 days was going to be way too long, but it was paced at just the perfect pace. And
and I've really enjoyed that. For myself, I feel more open and free and just lighter, and I feel like I can move forward, which is awesome. For the actual practitioner side of things, I've never come out of a course where I still feel like a beginning practitioner, but I actually don't feel like a beginning practitioner. I feel like we all just can do it. So that's awesome.
Thank you.
So for me on Tuesday, I went the whole afternoon, I just cried. I went home and cried. On Wednesday, I had my heart cracked open. On Thursday, I felt my heart for the first time in my whole life, which was amazing. And it feels like someone's just turned me up. My frequency is just at another level now. It's just amazing. So I've always been in my head. So what I'm bringing now is my heart.
Yay.
I've learned that my own opinion of myself is so much more important than other people's opinion of me. That's been a big one. And as a practitioner, I've learned that I don't have to be whole to help other people.
Yay, thank you.
I am on my journey to healing back home, and back home is New Zealand. I saw this technique on TV and was disappointed that it was only being trained to chiros. And I said, no, that's not on. I need someone to teach me. So where are you? And then, who should it be? And I went, yeah, I've tuned in. This is what I need to do. This is my closure to my next beginning. And as a practitioner, I'm already healing. So thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Okay. Apart from the fact that this was actually on my goal setting thing at my Immersive, I've ticked it off, done it, yes. But it has been an amazing week, and if you guys ever get the opportunity, just do it. You gain so much. I know this modality works. I see it every day in my practice, but it's really exciting to see so many people have experienced this week and now see how much you can do with this and how many people you can help. So, yes.
Yay.
For myself, really continue with more certainty to live my life from here to here. I am not here ever, and when I slip and I use here and not here, it always goes wrong. So it was good to know, nah, this is just how it's supposed to be. It was just the certainty really kicked in again. As a practitioner, whoa, I can't even tell you. It's like I can see my life unfolding with endless possibilities. And I live a gypsy lifestyle, and it will be just perfect for it. So I'm super happy. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
So I arrived feeling a little bit lost, a little bit kind of all over the place in life. And I think there was a lot of emotional healing, physical healing to allow me to arrive in a place where I feel very connected to my purpose. It's almost like this compass has just gone whoosh, and this new direction is like, wow, this is it. And that feels really congruent. I love that word. And it feels really exciting, and it's really huge for me, actually, because now I just feel like everything else will flow from that. As a practitioner, there's been many things that I've been inspired by this week, but the biggest thing for me is being shown and demonstrated what a professional practice looks like and how it can be not difficult to be able to work with and help many people on a grand scale powerfully and quickly. So thank you for that. Just want to say thank you to the team as well and to everybody here. And the biggest thing in that, I think, is my belief in myself to be able to go and do that in that direction. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I came into this week excited because I've been looking for a modality like this since I can remember. I just didn't know what it was or who it was or what anything until I just did crazy research for I think it was a couple of years until I just found you and I thought you were fake because I was like, no way. And then you on the Gold Coast, I was like, no way. And then I found Beth. And then I was like, had a conversation with her. I was like, to make sure it was all real, and it was great. And I signed up straight away. So coming here was just for me solidifying that that's exactly what I want to do. And it was nice to be in a room with like-minded healers that want to have the same approach as well. And as a practitioner, I'm excited just to share the space and to hold space for people to be able to peel back the layers that they're not sure about how to peel it back or whatever to be their true self. So that's my excitement.
Yay, thank you.
I came here broken, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in a big crisis. Almost didn't get here. What I learnt, and it was beautiful that you offered it to me on the first day, was that I didn't have to conform to the identity that people have for me, that I could find my own way. I felt my heartbeat for the first time in the heart opening, and that was just pure liberation. So as a practitioner, I get to go home. I've already closed my business before I came here and created my new business. So I get to take the passion that I haven't felt for so long home and share it with my community. And I was like Jackie, I thought I had to go the linear road of back to uni to be a chiro, to get to network, to do this modality. And I was blessed with COVID and enough time to sit on my phone and scroll, and you were gifted to me, so thank you. And I want to congratulate you on an amazing program and how you hold this space with you and your team. It's a real credit, so thank you.
Thank you.
So I feel before I came here, I didn't realise, but I did. But at the same time, I didn't. That how unsafe I feel in the world. Like it's this like need to like kind of thing, and how I had been operating like that. And that uses so much energy to constantly be like afraid for some reason, who knows. And then as I'm speaking now, and like today particularly, like I've only experienced this once, but my entire cellular structure and my heart feels like I'm on MDMA. And I'm like, my heart is beating. Literally, if anyone wants to do you want to touch my little chest? It is like, it is beating, and like even the come up, if anyone else has felt like MDMA and like the come up in your guts, like, and it's just like, it's like I've unlocked this cellular structure of my own unique blend of what it is to be high in my body. But it's like I still have to like be careful because it's making me really like shaky. So it's like to like sit and ground that. But it's like this overall sense of peace that just is, you just kind of like disappear. And yeah, I guess that's what I'm experiencing, or what I got out of this week. And as a practitioner, yeah, to be able to create that level of safety for other people. Because if anyone else is fearful or tired or scared, just to let them be that and create that sense of a safe space so they can let go. Because it feels good. It's very arousing to be let go, and it's also very beautiful to just want to pass out a little bit. I don't know, it's just, yeah, anyway, thanks.
Thank you.
I don't have the words really.
I don't know how to follow that. For me this week, I feel like my self-confidence has really, really blossomed. And as a practitioner, I have learnt just to trust the process, trust the body. That's all there is to it.
Thank you.
I was born a very sparkling little girl, and I was very clever putting her into a beautiful glass case to keep her safe. And I grew up quickly, and I ran around protecting everyone and making sure they were okay. Well, I thank people here. I thank you all right now for all the love that I'm feeling. That glass case has been smashed. The joy that I've been allowed to feel inside is unbelievable. And I'm flying. I'm lucky I've got a Malcolm, I've got my own that can keep me anchored. And and as a practitioner, I know I don't have to try so hard. I know that if I can help people cut ropes and take off their armour and open up that little glass cabinet, their life is going to change and it's going to be wonderful. So thank you everyone present.
Thank you.
I'll start off by saying I feel incredibly privileged to be amongst such a beautiful group of people. I feel like my heart is open completely this whole week. It's just been incredible connecting with everyone. I've been pondering the thought of kind of like the impression you have on people's lives this week. And it feels incredible to know that each person that I've connected with is now going to be a part of my memory and my journey. So that means the world to me. So yeah, thank you everyone. On top of that, as a practitioner, my God, where do I start, right? But I feel at home, you know, I feel one step closer to where my heart is supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing with my purpose and my journey. So yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Throughout the course, I felt connected all the time. And rather than giving and receiving, I felt like I was in a big flow, within a big flow and the wholeness. And it was a great feeling. I like to bring this energy into my books that I write, to my readers as well. And I'd like to thank you, Carli, that you spoke clearly and slowly enough for me to understand, and for everybody in this room sometimes being patient with me. I couldn't explain the correct words, but everybody was so nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
I always love to come back because it's really, for me energetically, I feel like I plug back in. And that's really important for me if I'm passionate about something. And as a practitioner, continuing to work at my bridging skills. And going home and making more changes to my assessment forms and, yeah, and watching the replays, the recordings to increase those bridging skills. I think that's really critical. That's what I came in knowing I needed at the beginning of my journey, and it's constantly needing tweaking. But trusting myself at the same time, that was a big learning I had just recently, was not trying to be someone I'm not at the same time. So finding that happy balance.
Thank you.
When I arrived, I think I felt quite detached from life emotionally. With someone in a 7-day period, I'm winning all the way. You know, it's the sky's the limit, really. If I can feel like this after 7 days, I can't imagine what I can do as a practitioner to my people, my tribe. Yeah. So thank you. It's been amazing.
For me, it was the laughter. I loved being able to laugh, and I loved it. And I loved it when I heard people on the table laugh, and then feeling the love pour out of them, or if it was coming into them for the first time. So for me it was the laughter. And as a practitioner, it was having the words to form a bridge so I could meet them where they are and they could come to where I am. And so all the words or different way to say it or this way or that way, yeah, the bridging was what I got from it. Thank you.
Thank you.
My heart's beating really fast. So when I came here, I didn't really have anything in particular that I felt was like overly wrong. I feel like I'd come a long way and I didn't realise until, I guess, being here that parts of me were numb. And yeah, I've gained friendships, I've gained parts of myself back, and that sense of play and excitement. Sometimes there are no words. And as a practitioner, I feel like I've been able to trust myself deeper, and yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. There are no words. Yeah.
So, sounds kind of superficial, but I feel like I've been on an extremely self-indulgent holiday. It's been very nice. Thank you all. Yeah, and that's a big thing for me because I have a lot of caring responsibilities in my life, particularly over the last 2 years. So I don't get to be off very often. So that's been kind of quite huge, really. And as a practitioner, to be honest, I feel like my first kind of like, I've dipped my toe into spinal flow before, and I feel like I'm very grateful now to have not only the week, the experience, but also a bunch of kind of knowledge and practice and a slightly new way to do things that I feel like I can take back to my daughters who've both got nervous system disorders, which is hard without any hope, but now I feel like there's some hope.
Thank you.
When I first came here, I had no confidence. I was always hard on myself. Couldn't love myself. And now I'm a new person. I feel great. I feel the love now that I've never felt for a long time. Made a lot of new friends. And as a practitioner, I just want to go and help and heal and pass that love on too that I feel now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here goes Passion Gateway. Open. I can thank COVID too for finding Carli, but I can also thank COVID. This is my third attempt to get here and then my flight was cancelled, so the struggle was real. I've always been very good at giving and not very good at receiving. So I have finally found the perfect modality for both. It's been amazing. I'm going to cry. I think I've cried all week. It's just been beautiful and life-changing. So much love, so much compassion, the heart opening, the trust this morning was unbelievable. Yeah, forever changed my life. Thank you.
Thank you.
The last 7 days, this is my second time on the green team, and I love coming back every time with just to share in the beautiful space that you all hold for each other, to see the growth and the confidence and the love, feel the love and the energy in the room. So thank you to each and every one of you. As a practitioner, it just confirms that in alignment with my true purpose in life. Wouldn't be anywhere else. And I just want to keep sharing and spreading the love of Spinal Flow to the world.
Thank you.
You warned me. I was like, oh.
Oh, I was sweating because the mic was getting closer. I came here because my wife told me to. And I'd like to take this moment to thank her from the bottom of my heart, because we are yin and yang, and that's two energies that can't exist without each other. And what I got out of this was my healing of my body and emotion and everything that comes with it. As a practitioner, certainty, purpose.
Solid. Nice. As a practitioner, I really loved seeing the body respond, and in many different ways. That really encouraged me, and feeling different ways. Just hands-on, you all. It was fantastic. And for me, this time here right now has actually been incredibly encouraging, just watching the beauty of life's transformed. So powerful.
Thank you.
For me, there's too many things that have changed for me to sit here and tell you about. And for a practitioner, I'm going to start again.
Start again then.
I don't know where to start either. A big part for me is reaffirming that my intuition is correct when I go to heal people. I mean, I've been healing all my life in a medical sense, but this is like, it kind of breaks all the rules, but it makes all the sense at the same time. It's just, there's no medicine, there's no cuts, there's no wounds, there's no machines, and it's just all about humanity, and it's lovely. And as a practitioner, yeah, I can leave that other world behind now and have the freedom and the confidence to go and do that. Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Thank you, Carli, for a great course. I've gained a lot of certainty. You've been able to answer lots and lots of questions. Unfortunately, I felt like I couldn't quite immerse myself as I'd like to, because I wasn't feeling very well for 2 days and I had stress at home for the rest of the 5. But yeah, thank you very much, and I think it's a great course, and it's lovely, lovely hearing all the effect of what people have gained in this week. Thank you.
Thank you.
I came into this week not knowing whether I was going to be able to produce results. I think I've put myself into situations in my life, relationships, work, everything, where I felt that the details of other people's stuff was my responsibility. And I'm grateful for the chance that I could just do me for a while, and in experiencing that, knowing and reinforcing that absolute knowledge that it's going to do its own thing, that it's not me directing it, it's just going to do its own thing. So as a practitioner, having that total faith that the process is going to work in, and their healing journey is their healing journey. It's not my responsibility to work the details. They're going to do that themselves.
Thank you.
Okay. I came here totally broken. Didn't know. Couldn't feel my heart. Didn't know it. Did not know it. What my heart felt like for so many years. How every gateway was smashed in my body. Every gateway was locked. Action Mike turned up. He's going to get the job done. Heart Mike come out. Heart Mike's here to do the job now. So I can feel with my heart, thank you. And so I can give that to other people. Their heart can be felt. They don't have to keep smashing themselves, keep being Action Mike or Action whoever they are, or whatever turns up in their life, they can be themselves. I can be myself. So as a practitioner, they can do them and I can do me. And I got them, they better watch out. They better watch out. Anything is possible for their heart now, because it's possible for me. So thank you.
Thank you.
For me, this week I've felt myself unwind inside. The tightness is letting go. And as a practitioner, well, I've learnt that I can be one, that it's possible. So.
Thank you.
I first discovered Carli with the Bali retreats a couple of years ago and thought, oh wow, that sounds amazing. And then COVID came and whatever. But I've been struggling in life with conforming and fitting into 9-to-5 jobs, or, you know, the way everyone else lives. It doesn't really suit me. I love humanity. I absolutely love humanity, and I'm very empathic, and I feel, and in the emotional release, I had memories of pre-verbal where I was looking up around at everyone and feeling the pain, feeling everyone's pain and sadness, and it was just so sad. And that was a very clear memory that I experienced in the emotional release. And I've always wanted to help people, but I've studied all sorts of things in humanity and consciousness, and Carli has found an awesome way of bridging the woo-woo to mainstream, and it's awesome. And I've found my niche. I love it. So as a practitioner, I'm really looking forward to being me and doing what I love, which comes naturally. And I can't wait to animals, people, everything. Thank you very much. This has been an awesome experience.
Thank you.
It sure has. From a practitioner level, I had so many gaps and questions when I would be working on somebody, and this hump on this person's back, why is this here? You know, it feels squishy or ropey or doughy or whatever your word is. I know there's something I can do, I just don't know what it is. And then I found Spinal Flow, and I have all these questions answered that I've had in my head for years, so thank you. On a personal level, I have learned to get rid of self-doubt and learned to fill my heart up. Thank you.
Thank you.
For me, I suppose the last couple of days more so than any others, I've just felt more aware of my body and what's happening, so that was exciting for me. As a practitioner, I learn hands-on, so coming here and getting correction on different things from Carli and the Green Team, I found really helpful because I noticed the difference straight away, and that sort of, and then the certainty games was good for me because couldn't feel any pause, gateways really at all before the certainty game, and I got a lot of thumbs up. I'm like, okay, out of the head, and just, yeah, go with it. So, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Personally, I've just had the best week. It's been, like, I'm I get to be a practitioner at home, but most of the time it just feels like, being a mum. And so it's really nice to step out of that and, come into a space that I love, because a lot of my friends do think this is woo-woo. And so it's kind of nice just to sit in a space where a bit of woo-woo is pretty cool. But as a practitioner, just that knowing that I don't know everything, that I have a lot to learn always. And watching you guys, I've learnt so much. It's been amazing to just watch, little tweaks. I'm like, my God, look at what they've done there. That's just made the biggest difference to that body. And that's taught me, so much about what I can do in my practice. And it's also taught me, I guess reaffirmed for me the wisdom of the body, that all the answers are inside. And I've seen you guys walk in, some of you broken, like going, holy moly, that person's really sad. And now I'm looking around going, their eyes have changed colour, their skin's different. Their posture's different. Obviously, you've seen that, but it's incredible to witness that. And just to know that outside of this room, there's a whole wide world of people who need help. And, it's kind of nice to hold all your hands and go, righto, guys, let's go. Let's do this. Yeah, so thanks.
Thank you.
It's been 18 years since I had a natural therapy practice in reflexology school. And this is the first time in a long time that I've attended a course of this sort. And I have to apologise to Carli. I'm a much better teacher than I am a student. I think as a teacher, I'm on the ball. I'm energised. I've always been a giver, and in life, because of life's happenings, I felt very unsupported and very drained. But I continue to give and not refill. And because I give and don't refill, I get stressed and don't let myself do things that I would love to do. I would love to sing, I would love to dance, but there's always this self-critic on my shoulder, and I don't let myself do these things. So that's my resolution, is to book lessons for both. And yeah, as a practitioner, well, I want to say about myself, when I came to Australia, I was very much looking for freedom. I knew I needed to do something different, and that's why I came and left the family. One of them followed me, but hey, what can you do? I love her dearly. So I know I still have a lot of releasing to do. I need to find my freedom, to let go of fears. And I suppose it's the same as a practitioner. When I'm practicing, I'm in my head. I need to get a lot more into my intuition. I'm going back to visit my eldest daughter in the UK in October. I haven't seen her and the grandchildren for 5 years because of the blooming COVID. But Paula is very much intuitive and a much fierier character than I am. And I just want to... I'm feeling I might go back to the UK and do something with her, because she's a therapist as well, and she ran my school when I came over here. So I know I've got a lot to learn still. But I know because of my experiences, I can not empathise, understand others, and I just want to help people heal. I want to heal all suffering, because none of us deserve to suffer. We all deserve freedom.
When I came, I wasn't very certain, but I feel that I've gained a lot more certainty and clarity. As a practitioner, the fact that we'll all be able to help heal. I want to work with children, so I'm looking forward to that. So thank you, Carli, and the Green Team and everybody here.
Thank you.
Before I came, I was 33 when I was widowed with my 37-year-old husband, who is a brother to Caron's husband, with heart stuff in their family. And when I was going through his things after he died and went through his work bag, he had all these medications of his heart just everywhere. And when I fell in love and married this Rarotongan god over there, a year and a bit ago, he told me he had an infection in his knee, and it was cancer, but he said it was an infection. And he also had chronic back pain, and we'd been to every effing specialist. And he too has a whole lot of lollies of medicine that he's been taking to stay alive. And so as a wife, yeah, man, you're coming, whether you want to or not. And I'm so grateful to you and the Green Team for showing us both what is possible. And that the reason why my first husband died was there was blockages. It wasn't because I was a shit wife. Oh, it might have been. So for me personally, what I got was my wish that my husband's health is now cool as, bro. And as a practitioner, I really want to thank you too, with the conversation about medication and how my emotional trauma of seeing my first husband's lolly kit and then my second husband's lolly kit. I'm like, these fucking don't fucking work. And just the anger of the pharmaceutical company, and I'm doing this fucking hookup. And, but thank you for sharing, you know, how it's like for you and others when we go, oh, have you gone out to nature? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you. And yeah, as a practitioner, not making that wrong anymore at all, forever and ever and ever. Pinky promise.
I'm not supposed to cry yet. I haven't spoken. Thank you.
I met Carli at a town hall in Melbourne somewhere, 2017 or 18, at a come and see what I do. And I was like, oh. And I did that because I was absolutely convinced that I had been through 2 years of intensive psychiatry treatment for PTSD and I was cured. And I then had to go back to work as a police officer, which was going to be awesome because I was cured. Only I was like, I'm probably going to need to start thinking a little bit more long term because the organisation, horrible. So I drove across town to this random town hall, and there were tram tracks out the like Malvern. I don't know. Anyway,
Caulfield. I know where.
I walked in and I was like, interesting. And I was sitting in the front row, and one of your helpers did my initial assessment, and kind of I saw this holy shit look across this woman's face, and I'm like, okay. And I was actually on your table that day, and you said to me a couple of things that were like, just a little bit of this and a little bit, just as you would, and I'm like, if only you knew. And now I do know that you did know, but that was hilarious that you didn't out me on that day because I was cured. And so I enrolled to do this in, I think, 2019. Because I was cured. We just need to keep coming back to that. Another breakdown later, which has all been, I guess, reasonably recent. There's no way I could have been leaving here as the practitioner I am if I had have come here in 2019. So everything for a reason, yada, yada. But ultimately, to know that I can talk about the things I've seen, the things I've done and what's been done to me to, I'm going to say there's probably 19 different people that's been in my treatment team for 5 years. And every time that comes up, it's just reliving. It's digging the story in deeper. And I knew from that first day that I saw you that there was a way to fix this without digging it up. I was like, there has to be. Talking about it clearly doesn't help because I'm cured, only I wasn't. So for me this week to know that I don't have to traumatise any client to help them with their trauma is like, wow. I actually can't wait to just, my mind is just going a million miles an hour going, I am a practitioner. I've had some beautiful hands and beautiful bodies under my hands this week, and I was always like, I'm going to be one, but despite the lack of a sheet of paper and having only completed not all the modules since 2019, I am a practitioner. It's that simple. I am. And that has just, and I don't have to traumatise anyone, except because we're not allowed to talk to them, and then they don't get to hear my sense of humour, so they're not traumatised.
Thank you. Oh, that was good. So what I got out, I get to have a turn too. What I got out of this, what were the questions from me? I got out of just now is that I don't have to do this alone. And I think that's been a big pattern for me that, well, I'm just going to do it and I'll just do it on my own because I'm fast and quick and I'll just get it done. And, especially going around that circle, watching you guys show up, it just makes me feel, well, I'm not alone. We're actually together. Thank you. I'm not finished. It's because I don't lead the clips. And as a practitioner that wants to be the best that I can, I'm going to watch the bridge here, guys. I'm going to get the best out of your feedback forms. Did you like that bridge? That was the best. I can create a bridge out of anything.